to this episode of The Wellness Warriors, where we discuss topics that will help you thrive in life by giving you proactive tips you can use to maintain your well-being or guide you from illness toward a state of wellness. I'm your host, Marsha Barona of Synergy Wellness. I help you think well, move well, and feel well for today, tomorrow, and into your future by providing personalized lifestyle plans and wellness consulting, personal training, and nutrition counseling geared specifically to your goals. There are 8 components of wellness, and each episode will focus on a topic that relates to one of them: diurnal, emotional, environmental, social, vocational, spiritual, physical, and intellectual. I enjoy collaborating with like-minded professionals, and getting different points of view is a wise and healthy way to ensure that you get the absolute best information and tools to help you thrive. We all want a happy, healthy, and fulfilling life. But some of us struggle to find the balance to make it happen. So each of us must commit to a shift in our thinking, make a commitment to self-love, self-care, and above all, to self-respect. Doing that necessarily requires us to make some lifestyle changes that will result in achieving the life we dream of. I hope today's episode will challenge you, inspire you, and motivate you to shift your thinking. Love yourself enough to make it happen, and you will enjoy quality of life for the rest of your life. Let's get started. Hi there. I've invited Matt Power to join me today. He's a professional video creator with his multimedia company, Power Web Media. Welcome, Matt. Tell me something exciting that's happening for you right now.
Thanks, Marsha. It's great to be joining you in this conversation. Thanks for inviting me. From a work standpoint, I'm happy to be participating with the Small Business Center here in Woodstock to create some videos that help them showcase some of the amazing businesses that we have right here in our own community. And on a personal level, I've just been enjoying spending time at home with my family, and especially with our little dog, who we just got about a year ago, and he brings so much joy to our lives every day.
I can imagine. That's wonderful.
Yes.
And can you tell us a bit more about yourself?
Sure. As you mentioned, I own and operate a video production business located here in Woodstock. I've been working in video production for 20 years, and it's what I'm passionate about. I've lived in Woodstock since 2004, and my wife and I are celebrating our 20th anniversary next month. We have,
Congratulations.
thank you, thank you. We have one daughter who's 14, and I'm also a pretty big Star Wars fan. And I have quite a large collection of Star Wars items in my basement, enough to fill an entire room.
Wow. So you're truly a fan.
Yes, absolutely. Die-hard fan.
Gosh. Well, you've got me beat there for sure. But yeah, I'm a bit of a Trekkie, but
Oh,
not too many
well, that's
people
all
know
right
that.
too, right?
So there you go.
There you go.
Today we are talking about the power of video. Our focus is on how the process of making a video for your project, job, or business, the feedback or reaction you receive to the video after launching, and your perception of that feedback affects your well-being. So Matt, tell us about the kinds of clients you might work with or the range of projects that you've worked on.
Sure. Well, as I mentioned, I've been making videos for 20 years, so I've had the privilege of working on a wide variety of projects, everything from music videos to videos of pigs. One of the first video projects I worked on was a sports highlight video for ESPN. And one of the more memorable videos I worked on was the Fantasy Baseball World Series in New York City. Most recently, I shot and directed a feature-length movie, which is set to be released through streaming networks very soon. But I enjoy helping local businesses right here in Woodstock to create an online presence and connect with their customers through video. Lately, with so many activities moving online because of the pandemic, I've been helping some businesses, some churches and organizations here in town to live stream their events.
Wow, that is a really wide range of projects. But I did hear that you were doing a feature film, and I can't wait for it to come out.
Yes,
I
thank you.
can't
Me too. I'm looking
imagine,
forward to it coming out too.
I can't imagine that you ever get bored with that kind of variety. Um, can you give us an idea of what emotions clients go through or what some of their worries might be while planning their projects and during the process from design to filming to the finished product?
Sure. Well, creating a video can be a stressful task sometimes, but I'm more than happy to help with the entire production process to make it as stress-free as possible. There is a lot to think about when planning a video shoot. Sometimes people worry about being in front of the camera, especially if they haven't done that before. They might also be afraid to make mistakes or say the wrong thing. But a lot of times, if there are any mistakes, they can be edited out or we can do another take. So really, there's nothing to worry about when it comes to that. But sometimes people can also have concerns about the lighting or the sound, which are very important. Or if you're shooting outside, the weather can be a cause of stress at times. And there can also be challenges around scheduling, especially if you're dealing with a tight deadline.
Yeah, that's so true. All of those things have even gone through my head when doing videos and trying to do them just perfectly. All of those things. It's part of the process. I think you're right.
Yeah.
So, to the listeners, have you ever had to do a video project? Think about all the things that would be running through your head and all the emotions you might feel all at once: excitement, hope, anxiety, pressure, fear. I have to tell you, honestly, I get butterflies in my stomach every time I do a video. How about you, Matt? Do you still get butterflies?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm behind the camera. Yeah, but it's perfectly normal to have some level of anxiety or stress when it comes to a video project. So it's a good idea to take a few minutes before you start and do something that helps you relax and focus so that you can be your very best.
Good tip. When it comes to situations like these, the effects can be temporary or potentially permanent. How? Well, in the moment, the physical effects like shaking, sweating, forgetfulness, the adrenaline, and such will be temporary. The good news is, for most people, the more often you do it, the more comfortable you'll be, and you might actually have fun. But the long-term effects someone might experience could be positive or negative, depending on the level of fear they have of being ridiculed or making a mistake, as you said, the amount of enjoyment they have of being in the spotlight, the kind of response from the audience that they get, or the success or failure to get the results they hoped for. So it is the long-term effects that I'd like to discuss for a moment. The emotional wellness could be affected in a couple of ways. If the feedback or response is negative, or if the project results in a loss, then you may listen to self talk that is destructive, negative, questioning your skills, your value, and dread taking on a similar project again in the future. If, on the other hand, the feedback to the videos is positive, you get great feedback, or sales or donations go up as a result, you might experience increased confidence, better self perception, and so on. The most important things, though, to remember are that not every project will be a success, and the ones that aren't give you an opportunity to learn about how to make the next one better. I'm sure you would agree there, Matt, that you can always try again.
Yes, that's
Uh,
right. Absolutely.
The second component of wellness that this affects is the vocational. This relates to your job satisfaction, your income, and financial stability. If the project doesn't go as planned and the result is business decline or closure, um, business decline or closure, your income might be at stake. However, if it's a roaring success, you might feel more satisfaction with your job, There's potential for increased reach of, and therefore revenue produced by your company, which may also increase your income, and so on. So Matt, could you talk about how to best target a particular audience? And what are some of the tips you could give to help people prepare for a video project, get ready for the day of the shoot in order to make sure they have the best experience, and what can they do to get the best results?
Sure. It's important to know your target audience, which often involves doing some research and make sure your video appeals to the specific demographic that you want to reach. Some tips I would suggest to prepare for a video project is first of all to have a plan. This could be a script or a shot list, and take time to be familiar with the script. Make sure the area that you're shooting in is clean, and if you're recording sound, make sure that it's quiet. You don't want to have construction going on next door when you're trying to shoot a video. Make sure that you plan out what you're going to wear, and also give yourself some extra time, because videos almost always take longer to make than we think that they will. So I always like to allow myself some extra time just in case something doesn't quite go exactly as planned. And most of all, have fun. Making videos can actually be lots of fun, and when people are enjoying what they're doing, I think it shows in the end result.
Great tips, Matt. That's absolutely the case. I think every time, if I've watched 100 videos, um, it's the same thing. You know, you can tell when the people are really enjoying themselves, and when they're really wanting to engage you in the discussion that they're having or the information that they're trying to present. To all of you watching and listening, we're curious to know, Matt and I are, if you haven't used video yet to get your message out there, why not? And if you have, what was your experience like? What did you struggle with? Would you do it again? And what might you do differently next time? Make sure to share your comments below, and we will post those in another episode or on the YouTube or Facebook pages. So one last thought before we close. Video is a powerful medium to use. And the tips that Matt has given are very, very good tips. Please make sure to rewind or rewatch and write those down so that your video project can be a success and you can reap all the positive health benefits from that project. Matt, I really want to thank you so much for being with me today and sharing your knowledge with us.
Thanks, Marcia. It's been my pleasure.
You can connect with both of us on Facebook. For myself, at Synergy Wellness Pro, and for Matt, at Power Web Media. And you can find our other contact information in the comments below. Sincere thanks to you for watching and listening. It is truly my hope that you learn something today that will positively impact your life and health. Be sure to subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any episodes. And if you have any suggestions on future topics, I'd be happy to hear from you. Until next time, be authentically you.